Just wanting to thank you all for joining the webinar tonight. It's a very, very special time in cryptocurrency when it's now the 30th of March 2021. And there's a lot of things happening in crypto and a lot of exciting things happening in the world of cryptocurrency, especially in light of what's happened today in the coin market cap. But more importantly for me and the people that are involved with the Dacxi Exchange, we are finalising the DAC pack purchases as of tonight. So a few more hours and that program will be completed. Been running with this program for quite a few years now, and it's time for the next evolution of the Dacxi coin, the Dacxi Exchange, and the Dacxi ecosystem. So thank you very much for joining, and I welcome you all. I'll just pop through to a quick screen share, which I do like. I like starting with the markets, but I'll talk a bit more about that. The markets are doing what the markets do. We've had a great day today, and the numbers that I'm going to share through my PowerPoint very soon have changed a lot in the last couple of hours. So we're seeing Bitcoin at $77,000, which is up 3% a day. Can you imagine having a share that moved 3% in a day, or your currency in your bank account moving 3% in a day? I recently got a loan for a property, and that loan has got coincidentally a 3.3% interest rate, and I've just made that money in a day. So welcome to the world of cryptocurrency compared to the traditional way we're making money. We got Ethereum up 5% today, and the last one I do. Litecoin hasn't a bit of a laggard at the moment, but Litecoin sends a jump. So we'll look at Litecoin later on during the presentation. So I will flick over to the slideshow now and go through a few things which I think are very relevant to what we're doing. So I might just swap the screens here. It's good having technology when it does what it's supposed to do. But welcome to the intro to cryptocurrency. It's a Dacxi coffee chat. I love talking about cryptocurrency over a coffee. I think there's nothing better way of doing that. Can't do it over grog because you have your wits about you, because things change so quickly. So you have to adapt, pivot. And I think a lot of people are learning that they need to learn how to adapt and pivot for the new way that the world is actually operating and moving. And in light of the lockdowns in Queensland at the moment, we're certainly having to do that as well. And tonight's presentation would have been done over a Dacxi dinner, but of course, in light of what's happened, we're doing an online introduction to cryptocurrency. My name's Andrew Squalari. I'm a digital asset strategist. I love helping people understand cryptocurrency. And I'm a Dacxi customer. I'm not paid by the company. I'm just a customer of the company. And I'm a Dacxi coin hodler. So I've bought quite a few Dacxi coins over the last couple of years because I'd love to get involved with the crowd finance model that the Dacxi platform is doing. So that's why I'm here tonight. If you want to change the world, you need to add value to the world. And of course, the more value that you add to the world, the more value the world adds to you. Just a financial disclaimer, this is not investment, financial or trading advice or any other sort of advice. Make sure you treat everything with your own due diligence and risk profile. Make sure you talk to a financial advisor. And one of the things I'd highly recommend is talking to an accountant about structuring, as well as your financial advisor. Your financial advisor is qualified to give you financial advice, not do your tax, and vice versa for your accountant. They're not qualified to give you financial advice, only to give you structural and tax advice. If your advisor does not have crypto, then you are wasting your time asking them cryptocurrency advice, because how can they give you advice if they do not have anything in their own portfolio? So I would highly recommend you talk to people that are qualified on structural advice, because that's very important. I do expect you to make a lot of money in cryptocurrency, and the only way you're going to keep that money is to be structurally sound in taxation. Now, just to start off, shares and property at the moment. What do I need to say more about shares and property? Shares do not reflect the real value of a share anymore. The fakeness of quantitative easing has made an absolute mess of the share market. And this market here is all over the place. The UK market is still below their March lows from 2020. Australia is up a little bit. America is over the moon because they're just printing more money and people are buying more shares. Property market in Australia is in a massive transition between people moving out of the big cities, especially Victoria, and we're having a population shift all over Australia, which is driving prices up. And only recently in the Gold Coast area, you're up over 20% in a lot of cases, which we know is way over their highs that they should be, and there is a correction coming, and that is starting to happen now that JobKeeper has finished. So people can't pay their mortgages, someone's going to have to pay the piper eventually, and the banks are going to start pulling back the reins on all that type of stuff as well. And of course, cash deposits globally are wrecked. You know, most countries are paying less than 1% on their interest rates. A lot of banks in Europe are paying 2 to 3% negatives. And if you're borrowing money in Europe now, especially through Germany, they're paying you to buy properties because negative interest rates are really hurting depositors over there. So it's cheaper for a depositor to give you money to buy a house than to leave it in the bank, which is a crazy situation for people that have grey hair that have been working for many decades for their wealth. So where do you go? That's the problem. You did ask yourself, what are you going to do differently in 2021? So thankfully, back in 2009, there was a completely new financial services industry opened up called cryptocurrency. And things have really progressed and got to a point now where it's very, very stable. But the three big questions you have to ask yourself is, have I missed the opportunity? Very early on, we talked about Bitcoin hitting $77,000 Australian for the first time. Do you think it's going to go higher? Well, tonight I'll help you understand that things are moving forward. The other one is, where's the safest place to store your cryptocurrency? That's a really major question because it's not only your personal risk profile you have to take into consideration. It happens about, you know, your legacy. I expect you to make some great money in cryptocurrency over the next year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years. What do you have to consider about the safe storage of your cryptocurrency for your legacy? And the last thing, what should I buy? There's over 8,500 coins out there now, and actually 9,000 coins, which is pretty crazy. What do you choose to buy? Those three questions I'll go through tonight to help you understand a little bit more about crypto and answering those three crypto questions for you. Now, we have this thing called an adoption boom, which is pretty crazy. You know, a lot of people got involved with cryptocurrency, you heard about it during this wave 1 cycle, and then we have this wave 2 happening. The reason why wave 2 is happening so solidly and so big is because institutional money managers are now into the market. They are solidly investing into cryptocurrency. They're solidly investing into blue chip cryptocurrency, like your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, your Ethereum. They're the ones that they're buying, and that's why prices are rising dramatically. Now, BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, MicroStrategy, all large institutional investors who are helping other large institutional investors getting involved with the marketplace now through MicroStrategy's seminars that they're holding. And at the moment, geez, this was only last week, 72,000 for a Bitcoin, and now we're $5,000 per Bitcoin up higher. So 72 grand to 77 in a week. So things are certainly moving. The next big phase of cryptocurrency is consumer spending providers. That's where we had the Bitcoin back in December move up to 55, now $72,000, $77,000, because these consumer spending providers are all heavily involved with crypto. PayPal got involved back in December. We just got some great news today about Visa. Visa's moving over to blockchain. So all these really big consumer spending providers are all moving into crypto, and that's driving this mass adoption of cryptocurrency. So that's why things are really starting to move for those that have got cryptocurrency. So we're experiencing institutional FOMO right now. All these largest institutions, big multinational companies, big companies that have billions of dollars of our money sitting in their bank accounts, they're all freaking out that they need to worry about what the US, the Australian, the UK, the German banks and governments are doing. So they're shifting some of their portfolio out of cash over to cryptocurrency. So that's what's driving these price rises. And it will continue to drive these price rises a lot because there's a lot of support here now where there wasn't a lot of support before. So it's really rocking on right now. One of the biggest companies in the world, which is MicroStrategy, I highly recommend you listen to Michael Saylor. Go to Cryptocurrencies.com and have a watch of some of his videos he's put out. He really explains about what's happening with the institutional investors, about why people are hedging against inflation by buying cryptocurrency. It's a really good lesson to learn that where you should be storing your wealth is not in a bank. You should be storing your wealth in an asset that is in a growth phase. And there's not many assets out there that are on such a solid growth phase as cryptocurrency. And the last one is Elon Musk, the richest guy in the world, just bought $1.5 billion worth of cryptocurrency. That is now over $2.5 billion in just over 2.5 months. So one of the smartest financial decisions for Tesla and Elon Musk to get involved with cryptocurrency. He's made over $1 billion in pure profit, tax-free profit, until he sells his coins. That's his balance sheet has gone up $1 billion because he just put money in a growth asset. And that's what we're looking to do, just moving money from a asset that is going to be hit by inflation and by some severe problems with the financial services industry, moving it over to a very solid trend. We'll talk about trends a bit more right now. So we have the coin market cap. So this is what we're looking at earlier tonight. As you can see now, crazy, there's 9,000 choices to pick, 9,000 different cryptocurrencies that are listed on exchanges, probably another 200,000 or 300,000 cryptocurrency projects out there that will never be on this list. But a lot of them don't qualify. A lot of them have no intention to be market coins because they've got specific use cases. Because you can see the coin market cap over the last 3 months has gone up 145%. Imagine if that was your bank account. Who'd be happy with having 145% more money in their bank than they had only 3 months ago? Just on December 31st, just before New Year's Day, if you dump money into cryptocurrency, you'll be up 145% as a total market value. That's a huge industry growth phase. So a lot of companies would absolutely crumble if they got anywhere near 145% growth in 3 months. They would crash and burn. But cryptocurrency is just rocking on, and a lot of people are super happy with what we're doing in crypto. So we've got over $2 trillion in Australian dollars, nearly 2.5 actually of total market cap. And today there was $173 billion worth of trading happening today. So a bit low today. Normally it's over about 200 billion, but today it's $170 billion. So things are certainly moving. A lot of people are shifting cryptocurrency around. Most of the value is in the top few coins. So those coins are very liquid. So if you do own them, if you want to get rid of them, you can. If you want to buy them, it's getting harder and more expensive. And that's something that you have to listen to and learn about. So we've got the blue chip coins we talked about before. I only did these a couple of hours ago. So Bitcoin was nearly $76,000 a couple of hours ago. And of course, it's gone up to 77.5, so $1,500 in a couple of hours. You got Ethereum 23.7, and it was 24.1. So it's just gone a little bit, 6% for the day. That's just really, really exciting to watch what's happening in crypto. The last one, Litecoin, they're the blue chip coins that we like the most. 253 hasn't moved much today, but it's certainly one of those very good, solid coins that belong in the blue chip category. Now, the Bitcoin has been up 107% over the last 3 months. Like I said, if you had $100 in your cryptocurrency account, now you've got over $200 in your account. If you got $10,000 there, it's $20,000. If you got $10,000 in your bank account 3 months ago, you'd still have $10,000 in there. So we're just shifting money from our bank over to cryptocurrency. Ethereum's performed a bit better, 148% over the last 3 months. So, you can never really pick which one's going to move the fastest. But of course, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, we use them as a trend, and that's what's really happening. And the last one, of course, is Litecoin, only up 57%. Litecoin's been a bit flat for a little while, but I really like Litecoin because it is a very solid cryptocurrency for transactional transfer of wealth all over the world. So Litecoin for me is one of these things that are going to sneak up and surprise a lot of people as time goes on. So your timing literally is perfect. You haven't missed the boat. We've had this wave one, which happened then. We had institutional money managers start putting their money into crypto mid-July, 2019. Of course, the consumer spending providers got involved with crypto back in December 2020. And of course, Visa just jumped in a big way the other day. We've got institutional FOMO happening now, which is about the end of February, beginning of March. They really started to jump into cryptocurrency. You've got retail FOMO starting to happen as well. That's us, the general public. Everyone is starting to look at cryptocurrency. That's worried about, did I miss it? What should I buy? Where should I store it? They're the things we need to help people understand that now is your perfect timing to get involved with crypto. And altsies, which makes it really, really exciting because that's just happening right now. A lot of the alts, Bitcoin's back at a dominance of 58%. So every day, the Bitcoin price is going up higher and the alt season value is going up as well. So people are moving out of those blue chips over to some alts, and the Dacxi Exchange is part of that alt system, which I'll talk about in another webinar down the track. So Dacxi is a world's first wealth creation platform. It's made crypto easy, so it's easy for you to get involved, to open up an account, to verify an account, and to purchase your cryptocurrency. I like it the most because it's got an A+ security rating, so it's really important to make sure that where you're putting your crypto is safe now, next year, 10 years time, and when you're no longer here, your coins are still safe. I think it's really important to make sure you've got an exchange with an A+ security rating. The most important part of the Dacxi Exchange is we have got a global education system comprising of webinars, YouTubes, events like Dacxi dinners and presentations and PowerPoints that you can get involved with learning about cryptocurrency, talking to real people in the community to develop more confidence so that you too can understand what's going in crypto and make smarter financial decisions about what you do in cryptocurrency and how you can long-term create wealth using cryptocurrency. Very soon, we're going to start the process of rolling out 100 locally owned and operated platforms all over the world. We've got the Dacxi Australia platform up and running. The UK is about to be opened up, and there'll be another 50 or so platforms in 2021, all opening up, and 100 in total, covering many different cultures and countries, allowing them to get involved with cryptocurrency and develop this crowdfunding model in their local economies, locally licensed. And I think that's the way that all exchanges will have to be as time goes on. We function in the same way that banks function, so we need to play in the same rules, and a lot of systems are not set up to function that way, so they will not be working as good as what they should. So Dacxi is very, very futuristic in the way that they're establishing themselves globally, so that's why I like it the most. Now, like I said, Dacxi has made crypto easy for us. We've got a wealth builder program, which is a blue chip bundle. So you've got Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin. You've got some Dacxi coin, and you get a 10% extra allocation of Dacxi coins, which means that if you were to buy $10,000 worth, straight up, you'd get $11,000 worth of cryptocurrency. So it's pretty simple. You just click on the buy button and go through the process of opening your account and buying those coins. So last year, 2021, if you were to leave money in the bank, you've gone up by 1/3%, which is crazy. The best interest rate I've seen so far is 1.1%. ASX didn't go up much, only nearly 1%. Real estate at the moment, 1.5. Of course, 2021, this last few months has been crazy in regional New South Wales and Queensland, and also in other locations, real estate's really rocked, but it is a very solid bubble. Gold's gone up 18%. If you just bought Bitcoin, 355% for the year, which is crazy compared to the traditional markets. And of course, you bought a blue chip bundle, over 400%. So you're 4 times your money in the same period in 2021. Would be happy if that was your bank account, if you're looking at that. There's a wealth protection program, which is just precious metals. So it's got platinum, silver, gold, and some Dacxi coin, plus your additional 10% Dacxi coin as well. What's a very big difference between the precious metals here and the ones you buy in other locations that are actually real metal? You've got the metals we have that are tokenized are transferable. So I can own gold, silver, or platinum and send them to anyone with a Dacxi account for free instantly, which means that we now have the ability to have money, not just currency, because gold, silver, and platinum, when you've got a stable valued commodity attached to currency, it turns it into money, not currency where the government can just wash it out by printing more money. So it's perfect that we can have a precious metal programs that we can send that value to people for free through the Dacxi ecosystem as well. which I like a lot. So like I said, we've got the perfect timing for the Dacxi coin listing. So like I said, since August of 2017, when I got involved with the company, the first people getting involved were around October 2017. The first platform opened up in January 2018, and then the Australian Exchange in 2019. And now we're removing the DAC pack, which is the wholesale pricing for the Dacxi coin, and we're introducing the Dacxi Exchange into the market right at the perfect timing for people, the world, the people that like trading cryptocurrency and buying cryptocurrencies on the larger exchanges will have access to the Dacxi coin. So that's really exciting. So that's happening very soon. 29th of April is the first listing. June, July are multiple listings, and for the remainder of the year, there'll be other exchanges picking up the Dacxi coin, trading the Dacxi coin, and that's going to drive a lot of new customers to the Dacxi coin purchasing, which of course they're going to be using that not only to trade, but also to get involved with the crowdfunding model on our exchange as well, which is very exciting transition from wholesale pricing through to retail pricing for the Dacxi coin. Now, how you buy? Someone would have introduced you to the Dacxi ecosystem or cryptocurrency. They would have some partner links. You would fill out a partner link. You would select one of the programs that resonates with you, whether it's a blue chip bundle or a precious metal bundle. You create an account using the email address you want associated with the account. They do have company accounts, corporate accounts, trust funds, and super accounts. So making sure you select the right category of account that's appropriate to you. Every account has to have a unique email address, 12-digit password, 1 capital, 1 number, 1 numeral. Do that, confirm that as password as well. Make sure you read the terms and conditions, please. Don't just tick the box. If that's not filled out, who referred you, put in the email address of the person that referred you to the Dacxi Exchange. Open up an account, verify it, then organize the program that you want to buy, which is the blue chip bundle or the precious metal bundle. Type in the amount of money you want to send, which is that's changeable from anything a minimum $100 for the blue chip and minimum $200 for the precious metals. Click next, open up your account. Then when Dacxi receives your money, they'll allocate the coins for the first time you send money to them. If you're actually sending money for the second time, you select the top up button, you fund your Aussie wallet, and then you go to the buy sell area here and buy your own coins from there. But for the first time, they'll allocate the coins for you to make it a bit easier for you. Congratulations, you've now switched over for your Aussie dollars through to cryptocurrency. You're out of the system, you're into a very hot program now where you are going to create some very good wealth over the next couple of years. Thank you very much for being open to learning, plan for the future, but take action now. For additional information, go to Dacxi.com. Talk to the person that referred you to this video. Looking forward to helping you on your learning journey about cryptocurrency. Check out the Facebook pages and YouTube channels. Looking forward to catching up with you at a future webinar into the future. Bye-bye.